Knock, knock. You still awake, babe? Yeah, guilty as charged. I assumed you were because your lights are still on. Are you alright? Look, I know I'm home late, so I have no right to say anything, but do you realize what time it is? It's like 3 a.m. I thought we had decided that we were gonna try to get better sleep, you know? Because when we sleep well, we wake up well, and then we have the energy to get through the day. I guess it's a lot easier to romanticize than actually going forward with doing it, but considering how late I've gotten home, I guess we both gotta work on that. What's keeping you up? Are you working on something, or what are you up to? Oh, I see. Why don't you put it down for a minute? I feel like I've seen this behavior with you before, where you're kind of like a sleep martyr, where you like to brag about how you stayed up until 3 a.m. finishing this project, but babe, I know you. You've gone way past being productive, and I think you're just hanging on for the sake of it. You know, I read a study once where it's a lot better to get rest and wake up early than try to work into the night, because we just get progressively worse to a point where we're wasting our time and losing sleep over work that really isn't worth it. I know, on my high stool. I'm sorry. But why don't you put it down for a minute? I feel like we're always so busy that we never really get to talk, you know? I feel like after our honeymoon period ended that we kind of just became strangers in the same house instead of lovers like we used to be. Well, not used to be. I guess I just miss spending quality time with you. Here, why don't you come lay with me on the bed? We can cuddle like old times. That's really good. I can't believe it, but I genuinely forgot how nice this was. You know? Just the feeling of your skin against mine, it's an electric feeling through my body that I don't think I ever will fully understand. I hope it's even a fraction of what I feel the same for you. Otherwise, I'm definitely taking advantage of you in this situation. Cuddles Man. That's not a supervillain name, I don't think. So, how's work been? It does. It does get like that sometimes, you know? I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in working towards something or trying to reach a goal that we forget that living life in between isn't such a bad thing too. I know we're trying to get somewhere, definitely. Ambition is important, and having goals is what keeps us going, but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy ourselves in the moment too. I'm not really sure what I can say here, love, but I hate to see it when you let the happy, free-spirited part of yourself go and try to be more adult. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, and maybe that's just how maturity works, but I think you can be both with enough effort. And sometimes maybe we're too tired to do both, and because working is a necessity and being fun and free-spirited is not, that gets axed, and we put it away. But I feel like you're just so much more happy, and your eyes are full of so much more joy when you're doing the things you love on top of the things that you need to do. And if I'm being honest, and I feel like I'm a victim of this as well, but letting the things that don't really matter get in the way of the things that are necessary to do and the things that bring us joy. For me personally, I know it's definitely YouTube. Like, I could just stop watching content, full stop, and be so much better for it. I mean, I know a whole lot less about technology and space, and I feel like I'd have to find a whole other way to entertain my mind when it gets bored, but what I'd win is just, I feel like all that time that I'm letting go down the drain, I feel like I don't even remember half the stuff that I watch. And all for what? When instead I could have been working hard, and then once the work is finished, then I could, go out and do things, take you out for dinner, or go and see old friends, like literally anything else. Going on a hike, reading a good book. But I just let it tear away from me, And at the end, it doesn't seem like a lot because I do it in maybe small chunks, or maybe it gets progressively worse. But hindsight is 20/20, and looking back, I've definitely let that consume me. I'm not sure what it is exactly for you. Fortunately, I don't think we're together enough anymore for me to put my finger on it, but just remember, all those wonderful times we've had, and I feel like let that be an inspiration to all the times that we will have, Let's do hard work, hon. Let's get the work done so that we can do amazing things together. Not two strangers in the same house, paying the same bills, but lovers working hard with a goal and a passion in mind. I know I'm a really weird mix of depressive and ambitious, but just sitting here talking with you, I'm reminded of a feeling that I haven't felt in a while. When you're here in my arms, and when I feel your warmth against my chest, it's like there's nothing I can't do. And that's why I spent so gosh darn long trying to get with you, and why finally becoming your significant other was such a wonderful achievement. Not to objectify you or anything. I feel like there's a better word choice I could have used there, but I've never been great with vocabulary. But all that to say, right? I love you, and I've always loved you, and at the end of the day, we're kind of both fuck-ups of adults up at 3 a.m. doing who knows what. But that doesn't mean that's who we're gonna be forever, We can change, and we can get better, and we just don't have to idealize ourselves or who we want to be, or shut out reality with escapism. I mean, anime and video games are top notch, but I don't know. I was playing some Cyberpunk 2077 yesterday, and I don't know. I was riding one of the motorcycles. I think it was the Arch down a highway, and I was just like, wouldn't it be so cool to do this in real life? To just gun a motorcycle down the highway. And maybe that's not what I'm gonna do. Maybe it's something completely different. But it'd be just so much cooler to go out and do it in real life. Maybe it's gonna be harder or more difficult, or it's gonna take more work. Sure. But I think we can get there together. When we work together and lean on each other, we become so much more than what we were apart. Well, we've got to work on it, but I think we can get there. I've definitely seen times where, in leaning on each other, we were able to build ourselves into something greater. Because I think each individually, we have enough strength and willpower to forge on through this life, just getting by day. But together, with this common goal in mind, and communication, and genuine affection, I know that we can do so much better, and that we have somewhere that we're going, and this is not the end of our journey, and there are things in our future that we could never fathom that are just there for us. So, sorry for rambling your ear off. You know how I get when I'm tired. But, and I say but a lot. And also I apologize a lot, and I need to work on that. But, I just said it again. I've talked your ear off enough already, and I hope I've given you inspiration to get some rest and finish up your work in the morning. And look, babe, I just want to remind you that in no way am I trying to insult or berate or minimize you. You are doing great and amazing work, and you are a great and amazing person. It's not that you're trying to become a great and amazing person, or you're trying to get to a point where you're a great and amazing worker, or you've done great. No. You have done great and amazing things already. Period. Full stop. You are a great and amazing person. Period. Full stop. But that doesn't mean that we can't get to somewhere better. And that doesn't mean that we can't continuously improve upon ourselves to become the people we'd always dreamed we'd be. I'm not saying that you allow me to have those dreams, but having you by my side, it definitely helps. Man, it is really late. Do you want to just fall asleep here like this? Wonderful. I love you, darling. Never forget it. Sweet dreams.